when it comes to trading in the financial markets, whether it's the futures market that we specialize in, or the forex market, or any markets in particular, right? Most people think it's just about picking good setups, but it's really not, right? Without a real plan, one you can follow every single day, you're basically just gambling. And you might as well go to your local casino or go to Vegas, put all your money on black, and then pray that you win. All right. When it comes to trading, you need a legit plan. You need a system and structure you can follow, because if not, again, you're gambling, man. And we don't want to be gamblers. We want to make money. We want to be professionals. So if you're serious about making it when it comes to futures, serious about making it when it comes to trading forex or whatever it is, there is a plan, a list of plan I'm about to give you guys that you need to make sure you have in check to set yourself up for success. Because if you don't have that, I'm telling you, essentially every day you're risking it all. First off, man, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you've been before, of course, welcome back. My name is James Strong. I make videos about trading and investing in the financial market, specifically trading the futures market and investing in the stock market for long-term growth, asset appreciation, and overall wealth building. All right. We don't do either or, we do both of them. And, I like to show you guys that you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to take a leap of faith and live on rice and beans and rice. You can do this stuff strategically and have this, trading, paying your light bill, your car bill, your rent, whatever, and work your job. Now, again, I ain't saying your main plan can't be to use this to get out your job. You know what I'm saying? By all means, man, do that too if you want to, but you don't have to, right? This is a way to start building income and get extra money in your pockets. Before we get started, man, new rules. Number one, you get value from the video, make sure you like the video. Number two, make sure you subscribe. Don't be one of weird people watch all the videos, you're not subscribing, all right? I make all these videos for free, out of love. All I ask in return is that you like the video, you subscribe to the video, and then number three, share the video with your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your mama, everybody, right? Share it with somebody who can get value with it, who can change their life. Because again, I make all these videos for free out of love. And I need to see you guys are getting value, so I don't just go ghost and stop making content and just keep making my money on the side. All right. So I do this stuff, man, so I can help y'all. So again, help me help you. Now, with that being said, one of the biggest things, a lot of people do not have a real plan. I see this a lot with my personal students or people who ask for advice or whatnot. Like they usually know how to do one thing really good. They may know how to look for support and resistance and get in, but they don't know when to get out. They don't know if there's any other confirmations to align with that. If the overall market sentiment is looking like it's bullish or bearish, they don't really know anything else. They don't know if buyers are in control of the market or sellers are in control. If there is a supply areas about to smack and reject off of in a certain way. Nothing, right? So it's not one thing. And I see a lot of people, like, let me say this, a big thing that's messed people up as well. What the first thing I described, that's a lack of system. That is an overall lack of a system. When you have a system, it is literally like a structure, like a blueprint. Like if I give you the blueprint to build a car, in theory, if you got all the materials and the labor and all that good stuff and the information and knowledge, you can take those blueprints and build that car, or take these blueprints and build this house. So a system is like your own set of blueprints that you should follow to build what you want to build on a daily basis. Some people don't even know how much they want to risk, right? They're getting in more of like, and this is not uncommon, this is actually natural. People get in with just fixed lots or fixed contracts, and that is like very dangerous because every asset is different. Like whether it's forex or futures, like futures, what we specialize in, the contracts, like what the what it moves per point is not the same. You can't, and again, because people don't know where their exit is, where their entry, the exit for the TP, exit for the stop loss, they don't know any of the stuff. You wouldn't know how to calculate, how much you're going to lose or how many contracts. So like, this is a whole process that people think you just buy or sell and you're a trader. Like that's not the case. Like, yeah, you can get lucky, but you can lose all your money too. That's not how you actually create income. The whole point is not to make money, to create income. Income is pretty consistent, right? So we want to make this as consistent as possible. And then of course, things like trading on emotion, man. So You know, I can keep going for days, man, but look, let's just go ahead and get into the plan you need, the things you need to make sure that you've been successful. Okay. This plan is going to protect you. You may be missing one of these things. You may be missing all these things. Write these things down, take them down. I was going to type them on the screen, but I personally don't feel like typing because I'm about to go to the gym. The gym was for some reason closed today. All right. And my 24-hour, nobody's was. We outside waiting. I got to get a little tangent real quick. Not a little tangent, a little rant. The gym will close. So I said, you know what, man, let me go ahead and bust these videos off my people. So I still got my gym stuff on. I'm about to leave as soon as this video hits stop. As soon as I hit stop, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and jump into the meat, man. I don't feel like typing. I'm gonna get this to y'all. We'll have some good conversation. We'll have a good video. And I'm gonna get my workout on, get my swole on. All right. So number one, man, I suggest people don't try to master everything, right? This ain't Pokemon. You ain't got to catch them all. You feel me? Pick one market. Learn it. Stick to that market and learn it. If you want to look at NASDAQ, look at NASDAQ. You want to look at SP, look at S&P. Now, I'm not saying for the entirety of your career, but become a specialist before you try to be a generalist. Where I'm at now, and this happened within the last 12 months, I can trade anything. So for those who I either coach in my group or my one-on-one people or people even who went through the challenge or who've even applied, when I've shown, right, when we have a call and I show you all my trades, or the people who used to watch me on Instagram, I was posting more. I may get back to that eventually, but I like what I'm doing now, right? It didn't matter if it was crude oil or 6C, which is Canadian dollar, or NASDAQ or Dow Jones, gold. I can trade anything. But I did not start this way. And also even down to how you'll see me make a futures video, my future stuff. But I take, when I'm testing my systems out and if I make a refinement and I test it, I used to do that on a valuation company account because I don't want to lose a lot of money if that adjustment is off, right? That's why, like, the last video, should be the last one by the time I post this one. The last video was me taking it on FTP, which is a Forex account. I can trade anything. And I teach people how to trade the market. When you know how to trade structure, you can trade anything. But you don't want to start that way. You need to start learning how just price moves on one asset. Because the thing is, things adjust and change. That's the hard part. Like, with me trading everything, they don't all react the same. They don't all move the same. It's essentially like different, like, women. They all got their personality. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, think about it's easier to focus on one and make one happy than if you got 10 girlfriends or something like that. Now, if you do, you're pimp. But now, all jokes aside, man, like, it's a lot to deal with because everyone's got their own emotions, their own feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, things they like and don't like. That's what this is. This is essentially like a woman. All of them gonna be different. You know what I mean? Or if you're a woman, a man, you know what I'm saying? All of them gonna be different. So when you stick to one, you can learn it, okay? The next thing is you want to have one clear system. One main setup or key confirmations that you're looking for. Do not try to expand that all far. You want one key set first. Once you find those, look for it over and over and over and over on this one system before you try to branch out. So do that first, right? And how do you get some of those basic ones? If you want to know more, you can go to the challenge. Go to my Futures of Freedom Challenge to get a strong foundation and start to look for some of these things, right? Now, obviously, if you want everything to show you how I'm reading it, like, you can also apply to work one-on-one with me. But a lot of people are not ready for that. Some people just need a basic, foundation first. So you can go to our next challenge. We just ended the last one, but the next one we're starting up very soon, all right? And then you can keep it very simple using these. Next thing you want to do is actually have your risk predetermined and defined. Have a fixed risk. Now, again, risk is never fixed in the futures market. In the forex market, it essentially can be because you can go to like 0.01 when it comes to lots. And so you can actually adjust that to where it's pretty much like, let's say you want to risk $100, you can pretty much be like $99. When it comes to futures, it's more of a range. And this, again, these are things I talk about. So I'm not gonna go too in depth, things I teach. But there's more of a range because it's contract based. And so again, it's gonna differ depending on where you're entering and exiting on every trade. But essentially, you should have a range that averages out to a number you're comfortable with. So if you want to risk $100, $150, make sure your range sometimes, let's say 150. Sometimes you may risk 120. Sometimes you may risk 160. But it should average to about 150. And have that risk that you're comfortable with and have that predefined. Also, especially when you're starting off, and even when you're not, like the point I'm at, like I still have this. It's like a emergency e-brake in the car. I don't necessarily have a daily max, but I do have like a monthly or weekly max. Have these limits set to where if you want to have a max trades per day, make sure you test your system and make sure you're not going to choke it or bottleneck it. But have 2 or 3 trade max, right? Have a max loss for the week so you don't go on tilt, because sometimes it's more emotional. You could miss a good trade. Like this is what happened to me. I had to pull it on one of my intraday systems. Luckily, my swing was fine, but my intraday was like I basically missed a win, and I have a big risk reward, so I missed it, and then I caught the L's, and I was like, man, I was kind of pissed off. So I said, you know what? Let me pull the plug, take some time off on this system. I'm just gonna do my swings because obviously swing is a higher time frame, so it's harder to miss those, right? Instead of me having 5 minutes to react, I have an hour or 4 hours to make a decision. So, I took time off and then I'm gonna come back into it. Do I need to do that? And logically, no. But I know because I've been around for, a while, right? Years, over 3 years plus in trading. And also I'm consistent. I don't even want to let it get to the point where it could come up and keep smacking me. So instead, hey, I'm gonna cut it before it becomes a problem, right? It's essentially like being proactive and not reactive, right? I'm not going to let it become a major problem. Let me go ahead and address it. So have those limits defined, those trade limits, those daily risk limits, weekly, monthly, whatever they are for you. And then know when to walk away. This kind of piggybacks on the other one, but know when to walk away, because it's too many people think like, dude, if you get down 1,000, 2,000, like that's the hard part about, like, at least for me, I'm not in a challenge account where I can hit a reset button and it's just back. Like this is my real money. So when I'm putting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the line every day, or even 1,000 plus some days, I can't really afford to go on tilt because that money's just gone. Like I said, I can't hit reset and then my balance is back to where it was. Like, no, I gotta just climb out that hole. So if I see myself going down a hole, I gotta stop it, get my mind right, because me revenge trading or being aggressive is not going to do anything. And again, it's not like this stuff goes away. Like no matter what level you get to, again, like I'm not at this like millionaire, $500,000 level, but like I make income. I make my system is pretty consistent. I make income. And so like, now it's just working on team to build up, level up, all that good stuff. Like I said, you got to know what can impact you so it doesn't hurt you or knock you out, because it's a long-term game. The unfortunate part about what we do is like you can undo 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 months of good progress in minutes or even seconds if you get too aggressive. And that's just the truth. You know what I mean? And if you lose it in seconds, you can't get it back in more seconds. It'll take you another 6 or maybe even 12 months depending on how the market's moving. Maybe a little less, but it depends. So this is plan is these concepts are very simple in theory to hear, but to do, they're challenging for a lot of people to do. So don't lose because of things you can control. Make sure you always say, man, control what you can control. Focus on one day at a time, because that's all you have. Again, so if you want a strong foundation and you want help shifting, whether it's your perspective or just seeing like an overview of the foundations, then make sure you join my next Futures to Freedom Challenge. Again, that'll be starting up in the next few weeks. And then if you want help taking your trading to the next level, then make sure you apply to work with me one-on-one. Again, please, I've had a lot of people applying who've only been trading for like 6 months or less. Please understand, like this is not for like just anybody. Like this is one-on-one, it's my time. So, this is for people who are really ready to go to the next level. Like I don't want people just looking for another system or another strategy, trying to strategy hop. Like trust and believe, you won't work with me. You won't be accepted. So, but again, if you're really serious, man, you're like, yo, like, okay, I'm missing something. you know, you can hear what I'm saying, like, hey, there's something here missing. Apply to work with me, right? But again, please just, you still can apply, but just understand this is not for everybody. I do not accept many people at all. This is only for those few select people. All right. With that being said, remember, like the video, subscribe to the video, and share this with your auntie, your mama, your grandma, everybody, because we all can use another source of income to change our life for the better. Much love.